Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome once again on our platform Relationship Matters. Well, Relationship Matter, as you know, is the platform where we discuss everything to do with relationship, with marriage, with engagement, and the conflict that can come out of a relationship, how we can solve those conflicts. So, therefore, this is your platform. Okay, so you are welcome. Now, today I want to do a summary of what we have learned so far concerning relationship, concerning marriage. So, remember, we have been dealing on the issue that a successful marriage takes hard work. You have to work on it for it to be successful. So, we don't want to go back to it again. You can go back to watch some of the videos we have done so far on our Facebook page. There's quite a few videos that we have done so far. But today we want to make a summary of what we have learned so far. Okay, the summary of everything we have learned so far, just to refresh your memory so that you some of those things maybe you have forgotten, but we want to refresh your mind about the things we have learned so far. Now, remember this. This platform is to help you so that you can bring spice in your marriage. You can make your marriage even better. If you have been doing those things, good. If you are not, try to apply them. They can only make your marriage better. You have nothing to lose. That's what we're trying to do here. And again, those rules are very important. They are very practical. Usually, they are very simple things that we know, but somehow we are not applying them. So when we don't apply them, and we cannot enjoy our marriage the way it should be. But the aim of the marriage is for you to enjoy it. It's not for it to be a burden, but it's for you to enjoy it. So today we want to talk about the golden rules of a happy marriage. The golden rules. What are the rules? They are universal rules. They apply to any marriage. Just apply them. They are not difficult and they will bless you. Okay, so we have a few of them. The first one is value your spouse above all. Okay, we spoke about this before. So value your spouse above all. What does that mean? That simply means that, remember, your spouse came to your life and you came to your spouse's life. So now you are two lives living together. Therefore, it's very, very important that you value the person that you love. So you put that person above everything. It comes to the extent whereby you even sacrifice some of your interests to satisfy your partner, to make your partner comfortable, to make your spouse happy, to make your spouse loved. So that's what we call, but the golden rule is that when you begin to value your partner, your spouse above all, that makes you to serve your partner, that makes you to appreciate your partner, that makes you to really thank the Lord, thank nature for giving you that your spouse. Don't value that partner, value your spouse above all, because the goodness of your partner will make you happy. If your partner is happy, you yourself is happy. If your partner is satisfied, you yourself will be satisfied. Okay, so that's the first golden rule that you should remember, that it is you and your partner in that marriage, nobody else. So value your partner above all. Okay, the second rule is your marriage is the priority of your life. Your marriage is the priority of what? Of your life. Okay, that simply means that your marriage should be the thing that that touches your heart, because the successful of a marriage makes your life successful. If your marriage is successful, it affects almost everything about your life. When you are alone, you are alone. You have nothing to worry, it's you. But when already you are engaged into a relationship, into a marriage, that's become the priority of your life. You want it to work so that you can be happy in it. If it's not working, it will affect you in anything you do. Even financially, your job, everything will be affected. So therefore, it's supposed to be a priority of your life. Now, because it's a priority of your life, do not allow anything else to come in between. Don't allow your parents, don't allow your friends, don't allow even the children, don't allow anything to come in between. It is between you and your spouse. Therefore, it's a priority. You prioritize it, you make it to work for your betterment, you make it to work for your joy. Okay, if you do that, if you make your marriage the priority of your life, believe in me, you will be happy in that marriage. So the second golden rule is make your marriage the priority of your life. Now, because the priority of your life, what do? You work on it. You committed on it. Do not settle for divorce. Do not settle for separation. No, go on it 100% with all your heart that I am in it. I want it to work because I want to be happy in what I've decided to go into. It's a contract, so you have to honor it by working hard to make sure it works for you. So, second golden rule is what? Your marriage is the priority of your life. The third golden rule is this is now for you to enjoy your marriage, what you need to do, spend time with your spouse. That's the golden rule. The more you spend time together, the more you come to know each other, the more you begin to love each other even more. You begin to know what your partner wants, what he does not want, what he like, what he dislike, things like that. You know each one other habit. Okay. Now, because you spend time together, you become like friends. Or because you become also humble towards one another. That comes as a result of togetherness. It's the powerful rule of the marriage. Togetherness is very, very important. The more you be together, you begin to appreciate one another. You begin even to see some good quality about your partner because you spend time together. So that is the third golden rule about marriage. And the more you be together, also you become more friends. When you become more friends, as we spoke last time, you find out that it increases the love and togetherness as well. Okay. Now, the fourth golden rule is this: let marriage be expressive. That means that express your love mutually. Express love. Love must not just be a slogan, it must not just be talking about it. You have to be expressive. So, express your love towards one another. That means that make it practical, show it by example. For instance, you love your partner, make sure you serve your partner, right? Because you came to that life to serve your partner. Always remember that anytime you go to a marriage, the aim you want to serve your spouse also to serve you. So therefore, that mutual love that mutual act must be mutual. Not only me doing it, but you also have to do it to me. So serving your partner is the expression of love, right? So serving means that anything you do to your partner, for instance, you can cook for your partner, you can make cup of tea for your partner, you can wash the clothes of your partner, you can iron for your partner, you can do anything. That is serving your partner, right? Making your partner happy because of your presence. As long as your presence is allowed, your partner feels your presence, you know that everything will be fine because you are around. So that is it, serving your partner. And as you express your love to one another, also another thing is you have to give gift to one another. Okay, women, don't just expect the man to always be giving you gift. No, you also have to give gift to your man. Give gift to your husband, as your husband also gives to you. So it become mutual. This is the expression of love. Another expression of love is the ability to what? To value one another. Okay, the person you love, you value. I value you, you value me. So we become like indispensable to one another. So that is the expression of love. Love must not just be talk of mouth. Oh, I love you, I love you. No, go extra mile. Prove it by example, prove it by action. The action you do to the person you love, the person also pay you back the what you have done. That is mutual expression of love. Let it be expressive, right? So that is the fourth golden rule of a happy marriage. The next one is treat your partner with love, respect, and dignity. Very important. Let me give you an example now. Some years ago, I went to a place and it was like a reception. And when we entered the place, I was with my wife and they called us upstairs. The man who was receiving us, he was also with his wife. But the way he was treating his wife, I look at my wife, I said, does this man really love his wife? He was telling the wife, put things like that. Can't you do like that? He was almost shouting at the wife. And the wife felt so embarrassed. And she went to the corner. I look at her. He didn't know that I was observing them. The wife just went at the corner. And I observed the couple until the last when they are going out. The way he went in the car and zoom, he just went, we were talking to the wife. I said, does this man really love the wife? That's a lack of respect, lack of dignity. He does not value his wife. You must value. The golden rule is, if you want really your partner to love you, you must show respect to your partner. The way you talk to your partner, the person you love, you can't yell at that partner. You can't shout at him like a small child. Even the small child, you respect your child also. Don't shout at it. Don't look at the person as is nothing. No, 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 no. That is not. It's not a good sign for a good marriage. A good marriage is that you are my friend. You are my partner. We're equal. So I treat you with respect. The way you talk to your partner, you talk with respect, with reverence. The way you acknowledge your partner, very important. So you treat your partner with dignity, not shouting. Express yourself in a very calm way. That's how it is. That is the respect. The respect is very important. Honor your partner. Yes, shower encomium on your partner. When he does something good, yes, that is good. Something is bad, don't shout, don't yell at your partner. Look for a quiet time to say, okay, the thing you did, I don't think it was right. This and this, in a very calm way. That is the show respect. But if something I done something wrong, you magnify it, you begin to shout things like that. That's not the right way to do it. Any marriage that goes like that, that means that something is not right in the marriage. And very soon, you see cracks appearing in that marriage. But therefore, the golden rule is treat your partner with respect, with dignity, with honor, with reverence. If you do that, you find that your marriage will be good. Another thing in that same category is that be quick to apologize. Anytime you have done something that is wrong, okay, be quick to apologize. As we spoke last time, that person you have, that is the closest person to you. So if you have to be humble at all, it's with that person, not the outsider. That's hypocrisy. If you are showing to the outsider how good you are, but you are not good to the person who's closest to you, that's not love. That means that you are treating your partner just like with no value. Be good. They say charity begins what? At home. So be humble to your partner, honor your partner, and that same character, you honor the outsider. So be quick to apologize when anything goes wrong. Yeah, be quick to apologize. Humility in the marriage is a golden rule. Be humble to one another. Okay? Remember, recognize your mistakes. Say, yes, I've done it. I'm so sorry. Two words, I am sorry, forgive me, are the two things that maintain stability in the marriage and indeed in the world. So, in that same way, avoid unnecessary anger. As we spoke last time, if you find out that the atmosphere, maybe you begin to shout at one another, stop, go out, have a fresh air, relax. After a while, you come back, things will be better. So the golden rule is try as much as you can to reduce your anger, because anger can destroy marriages. Oh, yes, anger is a poison. So avoid that. Okay. The next golden rule is, now that you know each other, now that you trust each other. Now, before we do that, is another golden rule is trust. Okay. For a marriage to be successful, you must trust one another. Trust is an ability of transparency. Be transparent to one another. When you are transparent, trust come in. But if we are hiding things, nobody will trust anyone. But you cannot live together in a house where you don't trust one another. Now I explain to you. For instance, because you are living one another, we are living together. It becoming one life that you are sharing, kind of. Okay. So therefore, everything you do in the house must be transparent, must be clear on the table. Finances. Next time we talk about finances, I'll tell you how the finances can destroy a marriage. That will be one of the video we'll be doing. But let me tell you, finances, let us be clear about it. Make it transparent. Husband, let your wife knows how much you have, where's your account, everything. Make it transparent, make it clear. That brings trust. Okay, the way you do things, plan together. Madam, make sure your husband knows how much you are having. Make sure your husband also knows how much you're saving, all of these things. Because when things are transparent, when everything is clear, it brings trust. Then we work together to plan things together. So when we are trust is very, very important. A marriage stands on that basis that we trust one another. A matter of fact, any relationship in the world, even the company where they're having contract, is based on trust, isn't it? So both partners have to trust one another that your word is yes, no is no, yes is yes. But in the marriage, it's the same. Let us be transparent. Let us build that trust. I must trust my wife must trust me. Dealing with finances, dealing with my relationship, the people I know outside the marriage, because they are our friends. So I have to make sure that we know each other so that we can trust. If tomorrow I say to my wife, I'm going to so and so, she knows where I'm going. My wife said to me, I'm going to so and so, I know where. So that trust is very, very important. Okay. So that's another golden rule of a happy marriage, trust. Now, when we trust one another, the next golden rule is this: we allow room for liberty, room for freedom. Because I trust my spouse also trusts me, we allow room for liberty, for freedom. Very, very important. That means that it comes a time whereby your spouse want to go with her friends or his friends. Yes, that's it. Let him also have time with his friends. Let her also have time with her friends. So we create room for freedom, room for liberty. That's another golden rule of the marriage. We are not in prison. We are married, yes, as long as we trust one another, we are clean in love one another. We have room to go and enjoy with our friends. That is very good. We can allow that. I mean, we allow the room for that. That can also bring happiness in your marriage. So, because we trust one another, that means the next golden rule is don't suspect one another without a cause, without any reason. Okay, but you see, suspicion comes when we are hiding things. Suspicion comes as a result of what? Lack of transparency. When nothing is transparent, we are trying to hide. The husband is hiding what he had, the wife is hiding. We are hiding some of our relationship, some of the things we have outside the marriage. That can lead to what? That lead to suspicion. Oh yes, that lead to suspicion. You know what? Even the mobile phone. Yes, if it's possible, your wife can have access to your mobile phone, your husband also. There are transparency in it. You don't need to hide anything. When you really love one another, there's nothing to hide. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about the finances. The reason why it's very important that you bring transparency in that area, because you never know things can happen. If things happen, your spouse must have access to what you have been having. Imagine if your spouse is not aware of what you have been having, where you have been hiding your money, things like that. If anything happen or any one of you dies, so it become a problem. Whereas if there is transparency, we know where things are being kept, things like that. It's nice. Anything happen, your spouse can now access those things. Okay. So as I said before, because the trust is there, there's no room for suspicion. Don't suspect your partner without any proof. Therefore, the next golden rule: do not accuse one another without any proof. Yes, many because accusation can kill love. When will you be happy if somebody accusing you for things you didn't know, you didn't do? No, you will never be happy. So everybody does not want people to accuse them for the things they have not done. Therefore, do not accuse your partner baselessly. There must be a reason, there's me a proof that look what you have been doing. Now, if at all you know that you have done something wrong, as I said before, what you do, apologize. You say, yes, I've done it. Recognize I've done it. I'm so sorry. Listen, the moment you open up to tell your partner that I'm so sorry, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, your partner will take it, and that's even it will create even more bond between you together. Okay, so be quick to apologize, as we said before. And another thing is be patient towards your partner. That's another golden rule. Be patient towards your partner. Don't be harsh. Give room for improvement, and be patient with your partner. Okay, your partner may not be grasping something well. Be patient. Take time, help your partner to understand, help your partner. That's a golden rule. Because sometimes you can be harsh towards your partner. You begin to belittling your partner. You begin to disvalue your partner. Yes, and that can lead to very many things in the marriage. So be patient to your partner, with your partner. And that leads also to another thing is, another golden rule is, your marriage is an intimate relationship between you and your wife, you and your husband. Try not to allow a third part to come into your marriage. Keep confidentiality in your marriage. Yes, these are the things that go into your house. Some people, they are very quick to go and talk oh, my wife or my husband and this and this. It's not good for your marriage. You are actually opening up your house to all kind of wind blowing. Confidentiality in your marriage very important. Okay, therefore, when any problem arises, as we said before, try to solve it. Try as much as you can in your life. Do not allow a third person to come into your marriage, try to arrange things, try to do that. Try to avoid that. That means that try to be humble towards your partner in order to avoid those things from happening. So confidentiality in the marriage is very important. Keep your things within yourself, you and your husband. That's what is another golden rule that you should do. And lastly, the last golden rule is commitment into your marriage. That's the last golden rule. Commitment. Remember, it's for life. You didn't come to it as a test. You didn't come to test if it's work, if not work. No. Why I say that? Because remember, we have two major rules I said to you before. The first one is this: the success of your marriage is not to find the right person, but it is you becoming the right person for your partner, right? And the second thing we say again that the success of your marriage is not you finding the right person, but it's actually you learning to know and love the person that you have found. It's the right person that you have. But because you don't know, that's why you misuse it. But when you know, you enjoy it. Okay? So therefore, because you know each other, be committed to it. Be committed to it. No matter how the wind is blowing, say, no, I will not give up. That's the golden rule. I will not give up into my marriage. I'll work on my marriage. I'll make sure it works. So I'll give my best for me to get the best out of my marriage. So commitment is another golden rule for your marriage. If you work on those golden rules, your marriage will be heaven on earth. You have a happy marriage. You will enjoy it. You will not want to leave it. You always be dreaming to be in that marriage. So these are the golden rule that I wanted to share with you as we're finishing this part before we go to the next part of relationship. So in conclusion, what did we learn today? We learned that there are at least 10 to 11 golden rule for a happy marriage. Okay. The first one is what? Value your partner above all. That means your partner is the first in your life. Okay. Two, your marriage is the priority of your life. Work on it so that you can be happy. You can live happily in that marriage. Thirdly, for that to happen, spend time with your partner to know your partner well so that he will know you well as well. Fourth, let your love be expressive, not only word of mouth, not only, oh, I love you. No, prove it, show it by action, what you do to prove to your partner that you love your partner. Fifth, respect your partner with dignity, with love, with honor, with reverence. Okay? Avoid yelling at your partner, shouting, belittling your partner. No. Six, what did we say? That allow, because we talk about trust, that trust your partner, build trust, be transparent in your marriage with everything you do. And that will lead to what? To fourth, seven. The seven is that allow room for freedom, for liberty. Your partner must have time with her friend or his friends. Very important. And that leads us to what? Because we trust one another. The eighth golden rule is that don't suspect one another without any reason. And the nine, don't accuse one another without any reason. Make sure you have proof, because accusation can destroy love and can lead to separation, to things like that. 10th, what did you say? Be patient to one another. Yes. And 11, keep confidentiality in your marriage. Don't bring everything outside. No, it's your house. Keep it to yourself. Avoid to bring anybody third into your marriage. No, don't do that. And lastly, be committed for the success of your marriage. And we finish by saying that again, the success is not to find the right person, it is you becoming the right person for your partner. The success is not to find the right person, it is you learning to know and to love the person that God has given to you. So, these are the golden rule that we wanted to share this evening. And I see you again next Monday at the same time. We go to other area of relationship. Have a blessed evening, and we see it again. Same time, same place, British time, 8 p.m. every Monday. Bye bye.